Let's go. Ready to go. Let's go. Hey, ready. Do anything. Ready. Wide 25. go. Gun, gun. Ready. Wide 25. Ready. Blue 80. Hey, let's go. 21. Ready. Black 25. Ready for go. Ready. Blue 80. Sit out, hut. Blue 80. Black 25. 12. Ready. Blue 80. Hey, hey. Ready. Blue 80. Ready, go. Blue 80. We go. Ready. Blue 80. Blue 80. Hey, let's go. Sit down, hut. Blue 80. White 25. Blue 80, sit. Ready. Blue 80. We go. Ready. Black 25. Let's go. Sit down, hut. Hey, let's go. Look out. Hey, let's go. Sit down, hut. Ready. Blue 80. Ready. Black 25. Let's go. Blue 80, set. Let's go. We go. Stop. Ready. White 20. Yeah, straight ahead. Ready. Black 25. Blue 80, set up. 4, Sam! Ready! Blue 80! Ready to go! Sam! Ready! Black 25! Ready! Blue 80! Hey, oh, right ash, right ash! Right! Ready! Blue 80! On! Let go! Let's go! Get up! Ready, Blue 80! Blue 80! Right! Sit on! Blue 80! Blue 80! 21! Get up! Blue 80! Blue 80! 22! Get up! Ready! Ready, Blue 80! Left! On! Ready! White 25! Gun, gun, gun! Let go! Ready, Blue 80! Blue 80! Hey, Self! And we go! Ready! Blue 80! 21! Get up! White! White! Let go! Ready! Black 25! Go! Gun, gun! 21! Ready to go! Ready! Black 25! And we go! Sit down, Hut! Ready! Ready, Blue 80! Left! Ready! Black 25! Space, space, 11! Hey, 2... Blue 80! Black 25! Gun, gun! Hey, white, white! 21! Blue 80 shot! gun. Sit down, Hunt. Blue 80! Gun! Hey, let's go! Gun! Sit down, Hunt! Ready! Let's go! Gun! Hey, gun! 21! We go! Stop! Ready! Blue 80!
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue landed!
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Watch him now, Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Green!
A first down carry now for Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll go with a big back, Corral. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this throw will be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is the running back, Powell. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bruce Carter with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. After the interception, here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are in for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he hits Herndon over the middle. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson from 4 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
To throw again is Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On second down, here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll run it with Coleman. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. They'll come out in the pistol. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. So out now come the Jets. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They begin with a carry for Powell. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he'd hit the sideline. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was looking for a Nunwa there. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Whoa! It still won't go down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They start this with a run for Powell. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A final shot before the break. Darnold rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Here's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Powell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Darnold. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, 28 yards. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Detroit!
To throw is Darnold. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Ryan now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with a give to Powell. Twisting away. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go again with Powell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A first down throw, Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
They run with Powell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Right back to him on first down. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made by Bruce Carter.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Darnold eluding the pressure right. The 20. Complete out right to Kurtz. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 36 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Let's go!
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 56 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception. In the red zone, costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Watch him now, Barney!
They begin with a run by Crowell, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Flushed out right. Got his man, Isaiah Crowell. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to slither by. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete to open things up.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
21. Ready.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Ryan. And that's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. Now the pitch to Freeman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On the ground, this is Ware. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he checks this one down to Williams. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passing, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Mahomes now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They run it here. Ware. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do?
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll rifle this. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to it in the end zone. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, look at that. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down. Mahomes now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Mahomes to the former Ram, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. That was big. Needed a few yards to pick up the first. Slim lead here in the 4th quarter. And they turn to the big fella, the fullback, to get it done.
And you know, as my partner, you know I'm old school, right? You know I love those mastodons that carried the ball way back in the day that were a key part of the offense. And now, when they need them, when they need those key yards, those tough grind-them-out yards, the fullback's going to get the ball.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Left side completion to Jones. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. He's back to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.